All right, let's take a look at Chapter 5, our last chapter for the pod. Chapter 5 is the structure and function of large biological molecules. So again, here are our big ideas. Keep thinking about how each of these big ideas is incorporated into each chapter. Here's some of our Chapter 5 vocabulary. I organized this by topic. So we've got vocabulary about macromolecules, vocabulary about carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids, and then the last vocabulary focuses on some of the technology that's related to this chapter. I think it would be very helpful to create a graphic organizer. It doesn't need to look like this, but here's just a kind of an idea of how you could create a graphic organizer to organize the information about the different macromolecules. So here we've got our carbohydrates, our nucleic acids, our lipids, our proteins. And coming off, branching from there are the functions, examples, some information about what a protein is, what a lipid is, what a nucleic acid is, what a carbohydrate is. And I think for our purposes, I think we could add to this as well and make this a little bit more complex and go a little deeper into the differences between these different macromolecules and how they're formed and how they're broken down. So just an idea as a study guide. The first section of Chapter 5 is about macromolecules. Macromolecules are polymers built from monomers. The second key concept is that carbohydrates serve as fuel and building material. So we're going to focus on what carbohydrates are made up of and the different types of carbohydrates and their functions in living things. The third concept is that lipids are a diverse group of hydrophobic molecules. Lipids are our fats or oils or waxes. We're going to look at how they are important to life. Our fourth concept is proteins include a diversity of structures resulting in a wide range of functions. So we're going to look at all the different forms of proteins, all the different structures, and how these different structures give us all the different variety of proteins we have. We know that proteins are not only in our food, but they're in our bodies. They act as enzymes. They have a lot of important functions. Nucleic acids store, transmit, and help express heredity information. So this is our DNA and our RNA. And the last section deals with genomics and proteinomics and how they have transformed biological inquiry and applications. This is kind of our technology and what's going on now in science section. So as you read and outline the chapter, be sure to answer the concept checks, write down any questions you have, and bring those to live class. Be sure that you're participating in all the forums, because that's a really great way for us to receive feedback from one another. Make sure you're using the resources posted in our classroom. You should be preparing for the benchmarked exam, which will be at the end of this pod. I will be doing a live class session focusing on the information for the benchmark exam, so be sure to attend. And as always, please see me for help.